Chapter 69, The Sure Truth. In the name of God, the Gracious, the Compassionate. Reality. What is the reality? Do you know what the reality is? Thamud and Ad rejected the shocker. As for Thamud, they were annihilated by the devastation. As for Ad, they were annihilated by a furious violent wind. He unleashed it upon them for 7 nights and 8 days, in succession. You could see the people destroyed in it, as if they were decayed palm trunks. Do you see any legacy for them? And Pharaoh, and those before him, and the sinners, came with wickedness. They disobeyed the messenger of their Lord. So he took them with a devastating requital. When the water flooded, we carried you on the vessel. That we would make it, as a reminder for you, and so that any listening ear may understand. When the horn is blown once, the earth and the mountains will be removed from their place and crushed with a single crush. On that day the unavoidable event will come to pass. The heavens will be torn, and on that day it will be flimsy. The controllers will be on its borders, and the throne of your Lord will be carried above them by it. On that day, you will be exposed, nothing from you can be hidden. As for the one who is given his record in his right, he will say,
"Here, come and read my record. I knew that I was going to be held accountable."
So he shall be in a life, well-pleasing. In a lofty paradise. Its fruits are within reach. Eat and drink merrily in return for your works in days past. As for he who is given his record in his left, he will say,
"Oh, I wish I never received my record. That I never knew my account. I wish the end had been final. My money cannot help me. All my power is gone."
Take him and shackle him. Then to hell cast him. Then, in a chain that is the length of 70 hands, tie him up. For he did not acknowledge God, the Great. Nor did he advocate the feeding of the poor. Consequently, he has no friend here today. Nor any food, except for pollutants. Food for the sinners. I swear by what you see. What you do not see. This is the utterance of an honorable messenger. It is not the utterance of a poet, rarely do you acknowledge. Nor the utterance of a soothsayer, rarely do you take heed. A revelation from the Lord of the worlds. Had he attributed anything falsely to us, we would have seized him by the right. Then, we would have severed his lifeline. None of you would be able to prevent it. This is a reminder for the righteous. We know that some of you are deniers. That it is a distress for the ingrates. It is the absolute truth. Therefore, you shall glorify the name of your Lord, the Great.